last 20 years we've been killing them by the thousand, and the more we can do to help them, the better.
Hidden inside this cosy cottage is a hospital that rescues over 700 hedgehogs a year. Web developer Jill Lucraft started Hedgehog Bottom 10 years ago after she found an injured hedgehog in her garden.
We looked after this little one right the way through the winter, and in the spring it came out, and absolutely delighted. We called him Speedy Gonzales, and it all started from there. 6 months later, there was a tiny baby one came out during the day and collapsed on my foot in heat, and we whipped him off to another rescue, and then we decided we could probably do it ourselves. So that's pretty much how Hedgehog Bottom started.
The numbers soon shot up until the hedgehogs took over her house.
The first year that we started this, we took in 3 over the winter. The following year we had 6, and then it went up to 80, and after that it just went through the roof.
Jill treats everything from mange to horrific strimmer injuries with the help of volunteers and her local vet. They also hand-feed babies every 2 hours during hoglet season. Domestic hedgehogs are released back into the wild once they've recovered, but Jill also has some more exotic residents.
This is an African pygmy hedgehog that has been dumped as a pet. If they can't be released into the wild because they would die, so they are permanently in cages, and in order to get enough exercise they are given a large rat wheel to run on every night. The problem with that is hedgehogs are notorious for pooing as they go, and so on a wheel it's captive poo and they just run through it, so they get absolutely covered and we have every now and then to clean their feet because they end up with poo boots. And in fact this little one hasn't got really any poo boots, but he's managed to get it spread all up his leg. Here we go, mate. As you can see, they're not over delighted at the thought. Here we go. There, that's better, isn't it? Hey? Yeah.
Her volunteers are familiar with the mess hedgehogs can get into.
Different hedgehogs will need different food requirements, and we had one that had a wet food requirement, didn't get on with the biscuits, and every day she would use her food tray as part of a running track around the place. So the wet food would just be tramped around the entire place, and wet food tramped around, that smells quick. And that was not a pleasant cage to clean out each time.
And stray fingers must be kept away from one of Hedgehog Bottom's permanent residents.
This is Millie, and she's a desert hog. We're not sure if she's actually an Egyptian desert hog or if she's Algerian or one of those, but she's certainly not native to this country. She's been with us for about a year now, and she is probably the most vicious animal on the planet. You just don't get near her teeth at all. One of the big things working with her is make sure that your hands are always well away from the front end.
With hedgehog populations declining, Jill hopes to expand.
They're not currently on the endangered species list, but they are severe decline. And the more we can do to help them, the better.
But she has words of caution for anyone else thinking of setting up their own hedgehog rescue.
The first thing I would say is don't. Don't. It's this slippery slope. You start off with one and then you lose your life completely. Basically, the first thing you need to do is find another rescue that's willing to work with you. Because if you just start up by yourself, what tends to happen is you find that you're taking in animals and wasting a hell of a lot of money and resources while you learn the ropes. I would say 95% of the people that bring them in are just completely and utterly smitten with them because they didn't realise just how darn cute they are. They're amazing creatures and there's nothing else like them on the planet.